sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo, and we are back again with another video. What we're going to be talking about is a very serious topic titled, Bound to the Religion of 9 to 5. Yeah, that's right. I need to talk to a lot of you brothers right now. Very, very serious. From our youth, we've been trained to be slaves, trained to think low. We don't think like kings. We don't think like bosses. We don't think like men of truth that understand his rightful place is to be in rulership. We see ourselves as the guy who just work at a job. You know, pay your taxes, be happy. At least you got a job, right? The truth of the matter is that the majority of us are bound to the religion of 9 to 5. What exactly am I saying? I'm glad you asked that question. A 9 to 5 is typically a place where we go to make a living for ourselves, to provide for ourselves, and we feel that this is the normal thing to do because we've been trained. You know, you go to school, graduate high school, go off to college, get a job, get a career, and just be happy and you'll have the American dream. That's what we've been taught. But the truth of the matter is, when you sign up for the religion of 9 to 5, you essentially cut off your goals and your dreams from ever coming to fruition. You see, when you go to a 9 to 5, you spend a lot of time there, a whole lot of time. The time that you spend on your 9 to 5 could be the time that you actually spend developing your business. It could be the time that is spent learning a new trade, the time spent learning a new skill, the time to educate yourself with tutorials on the thing that you do best. But instead, your time is given to another man, another company, another business. So in all sense and purposes, our life is literally making someone else's life better at the cost of losing our own goals, hopes, and dreams. You see, when you work at a 9 to 5, it's like being a ship anchored at sea. You're unable to move forward because the anchor is holding you back. Now, don't get me wrong. We all have to start off somewhere, right? We all have to have a job, right? We can all agree. But what exactly am I talking about in this video in terms of bound to the religion of 9 to 5? Let me explain this. Now, I can speak on this regarding women, but I choose to focus on you brothers because you are the ones who should be providing. Your woman is supposed to be home raising the children, even though we know we have the so-called career woman today. But I'm focusing on you brothers. If modern women want to apply this, they can do that. But brothers, as men, are you comfortable with just working at a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life? I mean, think about this. You're at a job. You're doing what you do. And it's the same old, all day, every day. Think about that. You're a grown man in your 40s, and this is your job. Now, there's nothing wrong with making an honest living, but the point that I'm trying to make you brothers understand so that I can stimulate thought in you. Why are you giving your entire life to a job? Why are you bound up in an office where you know you don't want to be, but you put up with it because it's giving you a false sense of security? You get a paycheck every week or bi-weekly, and you really feel that you have financial security, when really, the job is only paying you a salary that is never going up if you're at top pay. So you're never going to rise any higher. And certain days when you have to work harder, your paycheck is not going up any higher. So when you go to work and you're working harder rather than smarter, you're actually wasting your energy and your time. See, a lot of you go to your 9 to 5 and you're tired. You're tired because you're working very hard, doing something that isn't paying you more to do. What exactly am I getting at? Brothers, never let a job take the better half of your entire life. In other words, when you're in your 20s and you get a job, that's cool. You're in your 20s, you're young. You got some years to burn. Even though you should start this early. But if you're in your 20s, you get a pass. But once you start hitting in your 30s, you got to start to think, okay, I'm at this job, but where is this going? Where is this job going to take me? Because I want to excel and do more. But if I'm here all day, I'm unable to reach my goals. If you're a brother and you're in your 40s and you have hopes and goals and dreams and visions that you never fulfilled, it is because you've been bound to the religion of 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 held you back all these years. Your 9 to 5 made you be comfortable. Your 9 to 5 did that. See, when you're on your own and you have to make it work, you realize that you have to put in the work in order to eat. What I'm teaching here, brothers, is this. A lot of you are waiting to retire, get your pension, get all the different things that you want to get. But what you must understand is you've given a company your entire life and you have not even done one thing with your gifts and talents. They say the richest place on earth is the cemetery because in the ground hold talents that were never cultivated, talents that were never developed, ideas that never saw the day of light. Why? Because we're too busy at a 9-to-5 struggling when we could be focusing on a business, some sort of avenue that makes money, which would give us the freedom to actually live and enjoy our lives. Nobody enjoy punching a clock. Nobody enjoy racing to get to work on time. But a lot of you have been institutionalized in the religion of 9-to-5, where you don't see yourself moving no higher than just having a job. When are you going to gain that courage to say enough is enough? I deserve better than this. I deserve to have more. Therefore, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get more. And I'm not going to stay here doing the same thing. A lot of you brothers be gifted and you at McDonald's flipping burgers. Now again, no knock to the brothers that hold down their 9-to-5 and do what they got to do. What I'm saying is, if your 9-to-5 is stressing you and you realize that you can do better without it, take the leap. Step out in faith. If you want to protect your job for whatever reason, take a leave. Take a leave where you will maintain your title, but at the same time, you're able to go out there and explore the world to see the potential that you really have. Because a lot of times, you'll be very successful, especially when you know other content creators and people that do things that you would do in terms of content creation, YouTube, whatever the case is. Even if you're in the real world and you have other gifts and ideas, if you have colleagues and people that you work around, sometimes they're into the very thing you're into. And they're never going to know if you're not the type that collaborate, that interact with them, so that people can get to know what you do as well, rather than the same old thing. But how long are we going to give the best half of our lives to a company? What I'm letting you brothers understand and know is that when you hit your 40s, it should be a time where you recognize who you are, what you're supposed to do, and you branch out from there and you make something happen with yourself. Because the worst thing you can do as a grown man is stay at a job all the way to when it's time for you to retire. And then when you retire, you really don't got nothing, right? You really don't. It ain't much. But at the same time, you're going to be living with the regret of knowing that you could have been highly successful in many different fields. But you got comfortable. You got comfortable flipping burgers. You got comfortable, checking the nuggets and making sure that all of that stuff is good. And all that potential that was in you, all those ideas, all that greatness, nobody don't even remember it. Nobody don't even know it because you were not there to display your talents. Because again, a poverty mindset make you feel like you're not supposed to do this and you're not supposed to do that. And other people will begin to make decisions for you. Executive decisions, and then you'll turn around and look back at your life and be like, damn, these people, doing this and that. And it's just very frustrating. You should not give your entire life to a company, brothers. Never. There got to be something in you that say enough is enough. I got to do my thing. And when that day comes, do your thing. Do your thing. You know when it's time to move on. When you just don't feel no more peace at a working environment and the job is not really the job, because most of the time you may love your job, but at the end of the day, it comes with baggage. It comes with different issues. Are you able to overcome those issues? Is the company making it more difficult for you to be there, which will cause you to do what you got to do. What I'm trying to teach you, brothers, is that I know a lot of you have jobs. You're probably in your 30s, 40s. What I am suggesting is that you brothers that are in your 40s, if you're not 45 yet and you're in your early 40s, you need to be focusing on building wealth with your hands, doing things that you love, and get involved. That way you can collaborate with other people that might be in your neighborhood, at your job, because they see your potential, they see what you're into, and you might have other like-minded people that are into the same thing. Now you have a network of friends and colleagues that you could depend on, and it's going to only work in your favor. Because if you're not selfish, selfish people will never make it. You can't be the kind of person who is just thinking about yourself. It's not going to fly. You have to be the kind of man that understand that when it comes to this entire world, a 9-to-5 is holding us back. It's holding our potential hostage. It's keeping you from really reaching your true potential. Even if you have a corporate job wearing a suit, a lot of times you're bored. You know you don't belong there, but you stay anyway. And it frustrates you, because you see the same thing every day. And you're like, man, I got to get out. I got to do something. There comes a time in every one of you brothers' lives that you're going to have that moment of awakening. And you're going to say to yourself, I don't need this job. I can do it, what I got to do without it. Because you understand what you're supposed to do. You understand. But now to others that see you about to lose your job or quit your job or whatever the case is, they're looking at you like you crazy. Because they're like, why would you quit your job? Why would you do such a dumb thing? Well, on the contrary, if you have something that you can fall back on, that'll be the best decision you ever made in your life. Yes, indeed. Sounds crazy, but just to have peace. Peace of mind is better than anything. When you don't have peace, your life is in shambles. And what I'm trying to get you brothers to understand is that having a 9-to-5 when you're in your youthful years is cool. But when you're a grown man, it comes a time when you got to say, look, I'm about to hang up this jersey and possibly move on to other ventures and other things that's out in the field, because people have to recognize the fields that they're in. There's different fields for all of us. It's not one size fit all. Some of you might be in the music, creative arts, dance, theater, multimedia. It's a lot of things that you might be interested in. You might be a cook, a chef, so forth, and that's your thing. It's something you could do all the time. Well, you got to find the audience that's really into that and then build. You know what I'm saying? Even if that means going to someone else's channel or someone else's social media and just being a frequent of that page, when your presence is all saturated throughout social media, that will cause you to have an increase in revenue, subscribers, and so forth. The same thing can happen on a job. Same thing can happen in your neighborhood. If you're the type of person that's very given, the type of person who have plans and ideas, and you're not just talk, you're one who actually apply the principles that you share, because it make no sense when you're a brother and you're youthful and you're a certain age. It don't make no sense that you struggle. It's best to move from the 9-to-5 and find out what the future have for you. You're never going to know till you step out. That's just the way it is. So my hope is that you brothers would learn that when you're in your early 20s, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? You work at a job. But once you start hitting that 35, 40, 45, it becomes serious, and you start to realize that you got to make some changes in order to survive. You really do. Because in these days right now, these are some dark times, and you really can't trust a lot of things. So I'm not going to let no job keep me bound for the rest of my life. And then by the time I'm 60, 65, you want to talk about retirement? Nah, that don't even make sense. You should have retired yourself. That way, as you grow, you don't even notice anything because you're currently active. Your wife may know about your hurts, your pains, the things you go through as a man, but that is not an excuse for you to give up. You have to press forward. We can't be locked down and bound to a job when we know that we have greater things that we can do. See, a lot of you brothers, you don't realize your true potential. A lot of you have greatness in you, and it's up to you to make something happen with yourself. Get out of the job security nonsense, because the so-called pandemic pretty much showed us that you really have no security. You're going to be told what to do in the world system. That's just the way it is, So, again, when you reach a certain age as a man, you should have something that you establish. You should. Some sort of podcast, something that you're doing that you can build on. That way you have regular content, then you got content where it's a group setting, and you might have something else, like, a weird blog or something with yourself with a selfie stick or something. It's all up to you. But I'm going to go sign off. Hopefully something I said stimulated thought. We have to strive for excellence, and we have to recognize that our life has so much value, and if we're locked into a 9-to-5, we're never going to see the true potential of who we are. We have to break free from the 9-to-5. We have to break free from the 9-to-5 spirit, because it's a demonic spirit that holds you back. You understand? That being said, I'm going to sign out. Hope everybody have a blessed day. Bound to the religion of 9-to-5. Wow. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Blackmail. Not so fast. We're back again. We're not just going to end the show just there, because I forgot to say something. Yes, indeed. All of y'all are ready to go? Oh, no. Come on right back again. When you are in the middle portion of your life, it is time for you to stand your ground. It is time for you to know who you are. You've given half of your life to the slave master. You've given half of your life to the workforce. You've given your life to a company. But when you reach a certain age, brothers, you have to stand firm on your goals. It's your time to shine. It's your time to move forward. It's your time to start that business. It's your time to see your true potential. Even if you fail and make mistakes, you still gotta go out there and try. You have life experience. You worked at a job. You know the ups and downs. You know about meeting demands. Okay, apply it to your life. Learn about yourself. Develop those skills. Develop that trade. Learn your equipment. Learn how to drive. Learn how to do many things. Don't give up. Don't cave in. It's your time. Do you understand me? Most of you brothers have given the best years of your life to a 9-to-5 job, and all you have to offer and all they giving you is just a few vacation days and a pension. Wow. Here you are pushing 55, 60, about to retire, and you don't got nothing to show but a thank you after all those years you put into that company. No, when you brothers reach your 40s, that is the time in which, as a man, in my humble opinion, you ought to say goodbye to the workforce world. I really believe that. Why? Because you're still in your youthful years, brothers. There's so much potential. There's so many things you can do. But you need those years. You need those youthful years to have that energy, that drive. You understand what I'm saying? Don't give a company your whole life. They already had your 20s. They had your 30s. Let's not give them your 40s and 50s. No. That's your time to find you. That's your time to start that business. That's your time to find out what you truly are made of. Do you understand me, brothers? That's the time you step out in faith and build something with your own hands. That's your time. No one else could take this away from you but you. You must listen to what I'm saying, brothers. Don't be a prisoner to a 9-to-5. A lot of you brothers right now, you're trapped in your 9-to-5 and you don't want to go. It's a blessing. It's a blessing for you to actually move forward. Always make sure that when you move forward, brothers, that you actually been doing something that can pretty much finance your life till you get fully situated. Always understand that in order to develop wealth, in order to grow and build, you must sacrifice the 9-to-5. You cannot have a 9-to-5 while trying to move towards your goals. It's going to be either one or the other. You have to make your choice. Trust me, brothers, many tried to juggle the 9-to-5 and their so-called career and goals. It's not the same. It's not going to work. You're going to be tired. You're going to be worn out. You ain't going to be focused. Do you understand me? You need those 8 to 12 hours that you give a company for your business. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%